What up, everybody? It's your boy G underscore Money Raider coming to you again with my take on our Oakland Raiders. Um, Another bad day on the field today. Another bad day. Um, it didn't look good today. 10 points is all we got again. Second week in a row. Offense is just not looking good. It's not in rhythm. It's not getting any rhythm. Run game is not doing well. Pass protection is suspect. Receivers aren't, getting the balls or holding on to the balls. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Carr just did not play well today. He just did not play well today. I don't know what's going on as far as his mindset, what he's doing, what he's not seeing, what he's not, what he's being bothered by, whatever. I don't know. But he's just not he's right these last 2 weeks just not playing well. I don't want to bring up the contract. I don't want to bring up nothing like that because they paid for him for the future. He's our future. He's our franchise. So I believe in him. I'm going to stick with him. I'm going to stick by him, and I'm not going to be too hard on him. But you are the leader. You are the head to this body. I mean, you gotta come up with something. You and Todd Downing got to come up with something. EJ Manuel came in and I seen at the end. I mean, I got to go back and look at the game and be honest with y'all. I had to listen to the majority of it on the radio because I was out and about with my lady today. And by the time I got home, I watched the end of the game. EJ was in the he was in the game, and what I did see, he did pretty well. I still got to go back and watch the game, get my takes on it, get a better look on it of what I see and what I couldn't see, because considering I was gone majority of the day. Lynch couldn't run the ball again. Couldn't run the ball again. I don't know what's going on. Teams are setting up defensively when they know that he's in the in the game. They're setting up to where they're dropping the safety down in the box to hold him. And I believe what needs to happen is, when they see that, they need to scheme to get that safety out of the box, period. I mean, and execute on blocking. This offensive line is one of the highest paid offensive line. Donald Penn, you got your money. You're not playing well. Kalichi Osimile, you got paid well. You're not playing well. Rodney, come on. Hudson, come on. You're not playing well. Gabe Jackson is not playing well. I mean, Marshall just coming in this year, so I'm giving him a sort of a break. Until he can, get acclimated to that right side because of the fact that Penn was gone in the beginning of the preseason and everything. But, that'll come around. But that offensive line has got to execute better. It's got to play better. It's got to hold up better. I didn't really consider you a great run blocking team, but I did consider you a great pass blocking offensive line. And these past 2 weeks, you have not pass protected really well in my book, especially in the game last week. So we need to get Washington and Richard the balls. They need to touch the ball a little more than what they have been. I mean, when you down, to me, you need to Marshawn, Richard, Washington, Marshawn, Richard, Washington, Richard, Washington, Marshawn. That's how you get the running game going. It's not one running back in here. You already let Marshawn know that he's not the cowbell guy in this offense as far as running the ball. So to me, you need to find ways to get all three of those guys touching the ball. I mean, that helps your offensive line out. That helps your defense out. So I need to see more from, the offense on that. Wide receivers, Cooper, you still got the drops again, bruh. Again. You know, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Seth Roberts, y'all know how my take is on Seth Roberts. He only gets open in certain plays, and for him to be the slot receiver, the slot receiver is supposed to be the hardest position to cover because they can go either way, in or out. And to me, you're not scheming enough for him to, get open enough. Johnny Holton did great today, with that bomb, that 65-yard bomb that he got. I did get my wish today of seeing the tight ends come in and play in this game. Clive Wolford. I mean, I think y'all should get them in a little more often. And like I said, man, you need to get it to where you got Clive on one side, Lee and Cook on the other side together. So one can help pass protect, which is Lee is your better pass protect, and then you can get Cook and Clive running out on plays to help the fact that Crabtree didn't play today, and help Cooper running out, get into those seams. To me, you could have designed some plays to get those things going. I mean, it is what it is. The D line did great. We got sacks in this game as well. So we're doing good as far as I look. I'm not going to be hard on the D, because I'm staying with the old adage. Your defense is only as good as your offense, because as long as the offense stays on the field, your defense stays fresh and ready to go. If your offense keeps scoring, then you put the other team's offense in on a one-dimensional way to help your defense be come in and play a certain way, coverage wise. So defense, I'm not going to even press on the defense. I'm not saying they did well, but I'm saying they did enough they keep doing what I say. As long as you keep any team under 20 points, 20 points, as long as you can keep them under 20 points, this team will be just fine, because I believe the offense can score more than 20 points. But looking at these last two games, you've only combined for 20 points in these two games. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's happening. So linebacker play they did pretty well. They gave up, some big runs. I believe that's because of the fact of the matter of, the D tackles were, doing their best to get that push up the middle and get in there. But linebackers did fairly well. They just gave up the big runs. The DBs didn't give up any big passing plays. That's the part that I liked about it. Emmanuel and what's his name? The other receiver in Denver. I can't think of his name right now, but they didn't go off like they could, in this game particularly. So, special teams, Trevecchio got his one field goal in. I don't understand why Jack Del Rio didn't kick a field goal with him earlier in the game. I mean, you're in Denver. You can kick that motherfucker 60 something some yard, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I did hear that the fact that the wind was blowing out there that day, but I don't know. I don't understand why he didn't try to at least go for the field goal when they instead of going for that fourth down. Coaching is starting to. I'm getting suspect on this coaching decisions and what's going on. I mean, I don't know. Marquette King, you were doing just fine till you did that stupid tried to run with the ball, and then you get called for a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. Come on, dude. You got to be better than that. You got to be smarter than that. You do all these things. I understand you young. You got frustrated on something, but you got to keep your cool on that stuff, bro. Because that 15-yard penalty that you got is what gave them 3 extra points that they end up getting, which in turn we could have came back and tied the game up at 13 as opposed to trying to get the touchdown in the end. I still kind of mad at Cook for not catching that touchdown pass in the end. I don't know if he got alligator arms or what, man, but that was right there. Just reach out, catch the ball, because my thing is you play football, you go get hit. That's what we brought you in here for, because they were saying that you were the tight end that catch everything. I mean, you can't have alligator arms now. I love this. Like I said, I love to be able to see you and Clyde Wolford out there playing together and utilizing those guys. Man, I would love to see that, because that's going to be something phenomenal if they can get that scheme out correctly. So, like I said, the coaching needs to do better. Need to scheme better. I'm not going to say better play calling. I mean, all these people talking about Ken Norton Jr., get fired and everything like that. Nah, man, the defense is doing what they're doing. The defense held that team to 16 points. 16 points. So that's 2 weeks in a row where the offense only scored 10. The defense only gave up 30-something points, 33 points. The offense only scored 20. Come on, man. That sounds like a recipe to where the offense should at least come up and get some yardage and get things done. So we got, my theory is this. You went 2-1 in September. You're off to a loss in this month in October. You got to win your next games, which is at Baltimore, Chargers, KC, and Buffalo. Those are your next games. You got to win at least 3 of those. Matter of fact, I want you to win all 4 because you can't lose anymore. Because if you lose a game each month, that puts you at 12-4 once again this season. And, you're going for a playoff push once again. So, all in all, we need to get better play from our offensive line. They're getting paid, man. You guys are getting paid. The D-line, keep it up. You got 9 sacks on this so far this year. You keep trending in that direction, you'll have over your 25 this football season. And you getting the sacks from the inside. I mean, now the sacks are not coming from just Mac. Hell, Irvin got to get into it as well. I mean, where he at? He's MIA. I haven't seen him get a sack so far this year. So, the running backs, man, we gotta get them in the game better than what we're getting. It can't be all about Marshawn. It's got to be about Jalen Richard, and it's got to be about DeAndre Washington as well. So all in all, I just take from this game is, we got to go to the drawing board, get ready for Baltimore. We're back home. The field is covered with grass. Let's cover home. Let's take care of home. Hopefully Derek will be okay because I know he got hurt. Emerson got a concussion. I seen that, or should I say I heard that. So, like I said, man, horrible game, horrible 2 weeks, but I just believe the team will get back and the team will bounce back. So, it's your boy G_Money Raiders signing off. Like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell button so I come up with a video every single week after each Raider game and give my opinion of what I think the Raiders did good, bad, or indifferent. So, like and subscribe. Keep on with my subscription, you guys. I'm loving it, man. I'm seeing them getting more, people are starting to notice what I'm talking about, and I'm hoping that you like my content that I do give you. I try to give you the best content that I can possibly come up with from what I see here, likewise. I listen to all the shows back at home, even though I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. I still get to listen to 95.7, listen to Joe Low Dibs and the Greg Papa Show with him, Greg Papa, and Bonte Hill. So I get all the information. I see everybody's videos. I watch everybody's takes on what they do as well. So like I said, once again, like and subscribe, make a comment, hit that bell button so you know when I make another video for next week. Until then, Raider Nation, it's your boy G_Money Raiders signing out.